Some classics behave themselves. This one absolutely doesn't. This is a Triumph Vitesse that ruined a wedding day and 50 years later is still causing trouble. It's got charm, it's got class, and it's a bit of a devil.
Now this is a car that's got a sense of humour.
Yeah, it's one of those classic cars that'll smile sweetly at you one minute and then misbehave the next. And in Rick's case, it happened on the most important day of his life. Rick bought this Vitesse back in 1969 as a 21st birthday present to himself as he began a career in the motor trade.
So it had actually been purchased by a lady and she'd found it a bit too quick for her. So naturally, being 21, I just had to have it. Unfortunately, it had a little bit of unpredictability about it.
So what happened?
Well, the best man at the church, because the wedding is the usual sort of thing, all a crowd, audience, all looking lovely and happy. And at the end of the service, of course, the bride and groom, they get in their car and away they go. Not this time. The best man drove off with the car keys. Oh. And we waved the audience and the congregation off instead. And that's what she did.
Oh, so the test wasn't even used?
No, it wasn't. It just waited with us, patiently.
Was the best man still the best man afterwards?
For a while. Not long.
But that's not the end of the story, because to understand why this little car has caused so much mischief over the years, it helps to know where it came from. Now, if you're not familiar with it, the Triumph Vitesse is one of those wonderfully British ideas from the early 1960s. Triumph had already found success with the neat and stylish Triumph Herald, a compact car with sharp Italian styling. But Triumph realised there was room for something with a little more punch. So in 1962 they created the Vitesse. From a distance it looked very similar to the Herald, but there were some key differences. The front end was redesigned with 4 headlights instead of 2, giving the car a much more purposeful look. And under the bonnet sat something the Herald didn't have, a smooth straight-six engine. That gave the Vitesse a wonderful character, a compact British car with the sound and feel of something much bigger. In many ways it was like a sports car wearing a gentleman's suit, quick enough to be exciting but civilised enough for everyday life, and for young professionals in the 1960s it was a rather appealing combination. But as with many classics, life eventually caught up. By 1983 the Vitesse refused to start. It was towed back to Rick's house and covered with a tarpaulin.
So what I want to ask you, because it was your wife's daily for quite some time,
Yeah.
but for how long? What happened?
Well, in 83 we moved, and unfortunately when we moved to the new house, it wouldn't start.
How many years was it off the road?
Well, from 83 until 2018 when it went off to restoration. And that was the start of a 2-year project to basically strip it completely down and rebuild it from the ground up, using all the original parts as much as we could, but things like consumables like the carpets, the roof, seat belts and things, they had to be replaced. But everything else is absolutely original.
Can we talk about the dash? Because you found someone to do the dash.
The restoration guy knew somebody who worked on Bentleys. We sent it off to him. He had it for about 6 or 8 weeks, I think, and it came back, it looked better than new. And believe it or not, all these pieces are actually numbered. They're key numbered together. So they all make a complete batch.
Okay.
The door cappings, the dash and everything. Even the ashtray cover.
Fast forward to 2025. 50 years of marriage, the perfect chance to celebrate with the same car that had been there from the beginning.
So we decided, as a really significant anniversary, being 50th year, we would have a big party and have lots of guests from all through our lives, including the guest of honour, which can be the old Triumph.
Right. This is going to end well, this story, isn't it?
No. It lived up to its reputation of unpredictability because we'd all made all the arrangements, had it cleaned, had it polished, full of petrol, and it left and got about 100 yards and broke down.
Oh my goodness, you see? Same couple, same car, same chaos. 50 years later.
Yes, it's got a sense of humour.
I think that's what makes classics like this so memorable. They're not just machines, They're moving memory boxes, even if they have a little bit of attitude like this one.
Yeah, she may not always behave, but she's earned her place as a part of the family, hasn't she?
Only just.
So as you know, on Classic Car Stories, we like to see the cars driving. So Rick, give it a turn over, what's going to happen? Fingers crossed.
1975.
1975, all over again. Wedding anniversary. Vitesse can't be trusted.
1975 all over again.
The Triumph Vitesse might be mischievous, but it's also loyal. It's been there through weddings, careers, moves, and half a century of memories. So don't forget, if you're doing your own personal build or restoration, use CBS Car Builder Solutions.
They've got everything you need to keep your classic running beautifully and smoothly. Just click the link below and help support the channel.
Yeah, and you get 10% off your first order, so it's well worth doing. So make sure you subscribe to the channel so you never miss an episode of Classic Car Stories. But don't park the car just yet.
Just drive straight into the next episode.